While KZN residents continue to pick up the pieces following the deadly floods, 443 people have died and many are still unaccounted for. Let's bring in now eNCA senior reporter Siphamandla Goge into this conversation. He's been on the ground checking on rescue missions. Pa, where are things and how are things looking at this moment in time? Nighttime has finally arrived and we know that in some certain areas in KwaZulu-Natal there's no water and there's no power.
Which makes it difficult to continue with search and rescue operations during the night. All those who are searching will need to wait for daybreak tomorrow morning so that they can continue with their search and rescue missions. We do understand that Operation Chariot, which is being led by members of the South African National Defence Force, is underway in KwaZulu-Natal. Tomorrow we expect more boots on the ground in terms of the troops coming here to help out those who are still looking for their loved ones who are missing. According to the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, more than 60 people are missing in KwaZulu-Natal, 443 confirmed that. We expect to hear more information from the President of the Republic of South Africa, President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, this evening at 8 o'clock, where we expect that he will be outlining what the national government is doing to assist KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape. Both neighboring provinces have been hit by the floods, so there has been a call from the KwaZulu-Natal provincial government to say this needs to be escalated and be classified as a national disaster, with more than 440 people confirmed dead. Will the president be outlining that tonight? Will he be saying there will be a week of national mourning, flags, flying at half-mast? What are the interventions that are being announced to help KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape? Already the province has been declared a disaster province, so we'll have to wait and hear what the president will be saying this evening. But community members across KwaZulu-Natal are helping themselves to look for those who are still missing. Earlier on today we went to a place called Waybank, which is in eThekwini. We saw community members there helping themselves. They say it's been about a week now. They have not received any help from the members of the South African Police Services in terms of the dog unit. They are calling for more resources so that they can look for their loved ones. They were able to retrieve 2 bodies, 1 body yesterday and 1 body today, all on their own. They are doing it by themselves and they are calling for more help. So across the province, resources are being stretched. Police are really struggling to reach all the areas because a number of people are missing in KwaZulu-Natal. But most importantly, those crucial services such as water and electricity have not been restored in some parts of eThekwini and KwaZulu-Natal. Let's take a listen to the Deputy Mayor of eThekwini, Philani Godfrey Mavundla.
The infrastructure is bad. It's very bad. For instance, I think we're all aware that Tongati, we lost our water treatment plant. We also lost our wastewater, same with Umhlali. That's the situation there. And right now we're coming from the Northern Waterworks, as you have seen. The plant is down. It's still going to be down for some time. We've lost most of our trunk main that carries our sewer. That's the situation. We are, however, trying to make sure that the communities are getting the water. As you can see, the tankers here, which are up to 16,000 litres. That's what they're carrying. So far, I think the minister will give us the number where we are sitting. In as far as the electricity is concerned, most parts of Durban, we've reconnected them. However, we still got a serious problem if you're going to the south, prospecting. Our main SAP is still underwater there. We just can't even access it. So we're still faced with a challenge as far as the part is concerned. Most areas were okay. Umhlali is still underwater. We can't do nothing. But if you look at it, if we still got the sun like this, the water is starting to submerge now. We think we should come right.
Well, this admittance saying that the infrastructure, the water infrastructure as well, is not good in the area, that has subsequently led to even some of the water challenges that are being confronted right now. It's all about how officials are actually able to salvage the matter. Is there an integrated effort, and are they actually working and speaking to each other when it comes to being able to salvage this? I do understand that even some places were completely inaccessible, and one wonders how much the road infrastructure played a role in that as well. There's no power, there's no water, some places are still inaccessible. accessible. NGOs are struggling to get resources. Are these officials actually speaking to one another?
They say they do, but they also say they are struggling to access most of the areas in KwaZulu-Natal, not only in eThekwini. Take, for instance, another district, iLembe district, which is the second biggest hit district, during these floods. They say they do speak with one voice. There is a well-coordinated effort from the national, provincial and local government spheres, but communities on the ground are losing patience, understandably so. But also, let's be fair. Let's make an example about the issue of water here. Authorities will tell you that we have brought in these water tankers. They need to supply water to the residents who are struggling. But how and where are you going to get water if there is no bridge for those water tankers to go through? And also where you go to fetch water to load these water tankers, how are you going to access water because there is no clean water, the infrastructure has been damaged. So it's really a very difficult situation for the authorities and community members who are desperate, who desperately need help. They will tell you that we want water. Earlier on today, there was a protest, I think, in Waybank. People were saying they haven't had electricity for the past 5 days, no water also. But there is no road that leads to that area. Even water tankers cannot go through and deliver water there. So all those challenges, I guess they hamper all these efforts to at least deliver these services to those who need them the most. The Deputy Minister of Water and Sanitation, David Mahlobo, telling me earlier on that the national government has brought in water tankers that has got a capacity of 16,000 litres. But the challenge is to get fresh water, to go to where there is water and then take it across to community members. Hence now you'd find that people will even hijack water tankers because they are desperate for water. Let's take a listen.
One of the things that this information by the War Room is going to be made to all the leaders, the public representatives. Councillors will know that this truck is assigned here, this is the number plate, this is the driver, this is the route. And if the councillor is not available, the structure like a ward committee will be there. But there are communities that we must appeal to them. They are stopping these trucks, they are very angry. They are hogging the water. Everybody needs that drop. It's our appeal that we need to do that. Let them work with their local leadership.
Siphamandla Goge, we'll leave it there for now, obviously giving us some insight in terms of how those rescue missions are actually progressing in parts of KwaZulu-Natal, saying that, of course, for this evening, it looks as though they'd have to stop just simply because a lot of the work that is being conducted in the dark. There's no water and there's no electricity in some parts of KZN.